I think all eyes, unfortunately, and I'm going to have to watch this, are going to be in London at West Ham at 2 o'clock. I mean, all eyes are going to be on London for the whole weekend. Because Arne Slot, if he goes there and he loses that game against West Ham, I think he loses his job. I'm not calling for that per se. Again, I struggle to call for it at the moment. If it continued on, like if he lost to West Ham and it just kept going for another game or two, I'd probably start being like, yeah, okay, look, like it's time for him to go. But I'm kind of half a foot in on that. And the main thing is, it's just, look, I called Russell Martin out a lot this season, watching Rangers and just being like, he's doing the same thing, he's doing the same thing, he's doing the same thing, it's not working, you're not winning games. I've got that classic intro to my weekend wrap-up. And Arne Slot's in that boat right now. He's doing the same thing. Maybe he is trying to change it, but it doesn't look like it. But he's doing the same thing. It's looking the same. And we're getting the same results. And I said to Greg and Ali this morning, I have one foot in that he's lost the dressing room a little bit, because I think they're looking around going like, you don't know how to fix this, lad. And he's kind of come out before the game last night in an interview as well and said he's confused too as to what's going on, and he's not too sure either as to how to fix it. And it's not what you want to hear from your manager in this moment in time. And last season, he was very good at talking to the players, and I think he's a very good manager at explaining the game to people and explaining what's going to happen in the game. And when it happens and it works, the players are like, holy shit, this guy's a genius. He's good. He knows what he's talking about. He's decent. But is he a motivator? I don't think he's ever quite understood how to use the crowd and enhance the Anfield crowd and use that at home. I think he's a lot more on the tactical side of things as a manager. And I think when you go through bad times in any walk of life, your deficiencies obviously show, and it's a chance to be able to improve on your weaknesses and things that you're not very good at. And I just don't see him. I don't see him and his coaching staff doing it. He looked a little defeated last night in his interview after the game. Not at all to the same level. I always say this when I use this as an example, but I remember I coached a 2006 boys orange team, right, which was the lowest level team that you could get at the club I was at, De Anza Force in America. And at the time, I'd worked with those level of teams for about 3 years, and I'd started to get myself up to kind of the middle and second team level every single week. Like the trainings I was doing with all my other teams were all doing so well, and they were progressing, and I just could not for the life of me get this team to get anything out of them. Like, it was the same. We're just conceding the first goal all the time. Even when we did score the first goal, as soon as we conceded an equaliser, you could just feel it. Even I could feel it in myself. And it was just constantly losing week after week. And that's without the pressure of being a professional football manager in the Premier League at Liverpool with millions of eyes on you and everyone scrutinising your every move. I tried so many different things, and I remember ultimately saying to my boss, when the season came up, and I remember saying, look, I can't carry on with this team anymore. I'm not the right person for it. My mentality's not there. I can't work out what to do with them. I just got that feeling with Slot last night that he was kind of at the, I think I might be done here. And I think the players know it too. But look, it's football, and one result and one win can always change everything. It's a winnable game, but it's at West Ham. It's at that minging long pitch that I hate to go to. The stadium just feels minging. And it's against Nuno, who's going to do everything that Liverpool have been weak at. Is going to be tough to break down. He's going to be direct. They're going to look to play on the counter-attack. Liverpool have got so much space just all over the pitch. And if Arne Slot doesn't just at least make it compact and just say, look, lads, we're not in a position to be trying to chase games and win things to be in a title race, because we're not there. A draw is okay. Not conceding a goal, a 0-0 is probably all right for us here. Start right from the back, strip it all the way back, and just start building and growing a bit of confidence again. And you can say it's Liverpool and you've spent 400 million and all of those things and those kind of mainstream narrative ideas that you can chuck out, and that's all fine and well. But that's the reality of the fact, is they need to strip it right back to basics and start not conceding goals, and a couple of 0-0s wouldn't do Liverpool any harm. So it's a huge game in London for Liverpool and Arne Slot at the weekend, and if he doesn't win, it will be interesting to see what the owners do.